development team here at IRSM. Your speakers today are IRSM Head of Learning Education, Dina Khalidi, IRSM Oman Chairman, Frank Higgins, and IRSM Kingdom of Saudi Arabia Committee Member, Rashid Kathami. Before I hand it over to Dina, I'm just going to run through a few things first. To begin with you should see on the right of your screen a toolbar with various options. You'll be on mute of the duration of the webinar. Feel free to ask any questions, make any comments using the question area, and we will take 5 to 10 minutes to respond to this at the end of the meeting. If you need any support using GoToWebinar, the I symbol will take you to the support site. Finally, this webinar is being recorded and a copy of the recording will be placed on our IRSM YouTube channel after the event. Okay, that's enough for me. Dina, I'm now going to hand over to yourself.
Thank you very much, Suzanne. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, okay, we can hear you.
Fantastic. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia's IRSM branch meeting. Unfortunately, Daryl and Abdullah, our branch chairs, were unable to be with us today, so you've got me to chair this meeting. So as Suzanne said, I'll do a very quick update, one on behalf of the UK, just to update everybody on some of the recent projects that we've been working on. In terms of recent projects, IRSM have launched the Qualification Accreditation Scheme, and this scheme looks at accrediting any postgraduate or undergraduate qualifications with a view to giving them a route to membership, to being part of the IRSM membership. Students obviously get free memberships that are on these qualifications. So that's one of the schemes. All details can be found on the website. We've also got the Emerging Risk Leaders Programme, and that's a programme for any up-and-coming aspiring risk leaders, people who have moved into risk as a new profession, or people who've taken a side step into sort of risk management. Again, full details can be found on the website. They've also got a very active LinkedIn page, which is the IRSM Emerging Risk Leaders page. The scheme at the moment, the steering group are actually looking for participants. So whether you're an organisation or an individual who would like to participate in their various projects, lots and lots of different projects. They've got a call out for different people in different industries at all level. So please do go and have a look on the LinkedIn page or on the website to get a little bit more information, and hopefully it will engage you and make you excited as we are about the programme and get you to join. In addition, and Frank's going to give us a lot more information on this in his talk. We've got quite a lot of new branches that have opened up globally. So we've got some very active international branches with great activity going on, and Frank will talk to us about that later. I'm going to talk to you all later about our mentoring scheme and the brand new platform that we have launched. And we're also planning, as part of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, quite nice sort of engaging topical webinars that are coming up. So watch this space. We do have the IRSM Kingdom of Saudi Arabia LinkedIn page, which will have a lot of information and details on it. So if you're not following it, please do go to the LinkedIn page and follow it. And if you've got any specific topics that you think would be great for a webinar, if you would like to contribute to running a webinar, please do contact myself, Abdullah, Daryl, or any member of the IRSM team. So without further ado, I'll hand over to Rashid Kathimi, who is going to talk to us about what the work he's been doing around engaging student members within the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. So over to you, Rashid.
Thank you very much, Dina. Hello, everyone, and good evening. My name is Rashid Al-Githami. I'm a student member at IRSM, and I'm a student studying at King Fahd University. And I would like to welcome you all to tonight's branch meeting. I have been working with IRSM as a volunteer student. And in the past weeks, I have been working with Dina and Abdullah on student branch in IRSM in order to have a platform to speak directly to students, for which it can open the door for many great opportunities for students to volunteer and develop their skills as graphic designers and writers, and also to connect with the professional within the IRSM huge multinational network. to work on their communication and networking skills, for what I believe can benefit both the students and the Saudi branch. Back to you, Dina.
Okay, thank you, Rashid.
Thank you. Thank you, Rashid. Thank you very much. If anybody's got any information, would like any information on student membership, please contact myself or contact Rashid. He has been doing some great work. On the website, there is a page dedicated to student membership. And as I mentioned, student membership is free for anybody who is studying full-time a risk-related topic. There's also some good case studies, examples of students, the benefits that they've received and found through being a member of IRSM. In addition, IRSM run free workshops for our student members, and that very much focuses on their personal and professional development. So we offer them these workshops. They start again in September, and they are delivered by people within that particular topic area field of expertise. So we cover things like preparing for CV, preparing for interview, networking skills, emotional intelligence, growth mindset. There's quite a good number of workshops, but if anybody's got any questions, as always, please don't hesitate to contact myself, contact Rashid, or any member of the IRSM team. So I'll move on, and I'd like to introduce Mr. Frank Higgins. Frank is the chair of the IRSM Oman branch, and he's going to talk to us about the international branches. Frank, over to you.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for inviting me to your meeting in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. It's an honour to present to you today. As IRSM grows, we have to grow each region, and the UK team decided that they would have an international branch leaders group, which will look at the regional areas where we operate in and develop those areas to benefit of the members and to the UK. Currently, we are in the GCC. We have the UAE, Bahrain, Qatar, Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, and Oman. In Africa, we have Ghana and Nigeria, and in Asia, Pakistan and India. Those groups are the main focal groups for our region. And the idea is that we will grow out further, especially in the Africa region, also Asia, bringing in other parts of Asia. The international branch leaders, the concept is to promote IRSM across all regions so that we have an integrated approach for member development and stakeholder development. And one of the things that we have done from this branch is revisited our memorandums of understanding to look at how we can have good memorandums of understanding in the different regions where we operate. The forum also is to share best practice and learnings. We've got a lot of members and we have a lot of branches. One of the things that we are not very good at, and we will improve through this group, is sharing our information, whether it's best practice or learnings from accidents or incidents. And it will also give us a voice in the region back to the UK, with the hope in the future, as we develop, we can have panelists in our committees, etc. But that is a bit ahead, but we have to start the vision somewhere. The international branch leaders, we aspire to be innovative, collaborative, and look at the best practices so our members can gain experience. We can also look at how we can share information, not just about accidents or incidents or best practice, but also about job platforms. Again, that is later on. We need to look at these things. The vision is to look at informed research for each area and see what is happening. And one of the things we will discuss tomorrow at the meeting is about the emerging risks in each of our areas of operations, with the view of the leaders then preparing a small presentation for each area to see what the risks are and how we can mitigate or manage those risks. We'll look at the best international practice, and we will promote programs to develop and inspire our future leaders, which is very important. How are we going to do this? We will share best practice of what each group is doing in each region. I have shared a lot of things through UK, through the Mineral Product Association, where I get their best practices and all their accidents and incidents, and there's a lot of good learnings from those. I am sure that within our group there is lots of people, members of other organisations, where we can get all this best practice and we can share it. We will support our mentoring programme. Currently, the mentoring programme is very UK centric. However, we have mentees and mentors in different regions, but we can develop the mentoring programme specifically for the areas of operation. We will have a peer-based approach to the development of IRSM regionally and globally. So the areas of operation will start to develop not just the branches, but the regional plans and strategies, and build that out globally. And we have to still remember we come under the UK leadership, so we have to support IRSM UK. They are the overarching body, and we must ensure that whatever we do is in line with IRSM UK's strategies, visions and missions. Has anyone got any questions?
No questions for now.
Thank you.
Thank you, Frank. Dina, just over to you
Yes,
now.
I'm here. Thank you very much, Frank, for that. Very informative about the great work that the international branches are doing and the leaders of the international branches. And as Frank said, if anybody's got any questions, please do put them in the chat. And if anybody feels they've got any ideas or they want to contribute to with anything, please do let us know. Okay, so moving on to my presentation. So Frank, if you could possibly do stop share, then I'll be able to share my presentation if that's okay, please. Thank you very much. Can you see it, Suzanne?
Yes.
If you, yeah, just make it full screen.
Yeah, here we are. Can we see it okay?
Yeah.
Fantastic. So I'm going to talk to everybody about the IRSM mentoring scheme and the fantastic new digital platform that IRSM have invested in to enable the mentor scheme to be a success. So at IRSM, as I said, we've launched a brand new digital mentoring platform, and I am delighted to be presenting and speaking to you all today about mentoring, about the mentoring scheme and the platform. So what is mentoring? We often get asked this question. Mentoring, simply put, is the act of one individual sharing their knowledge, skills and experience to help another person to develop and grow. This can either be professional or personal growth. Where IRSM is focused, it very much relates to professional growth and development of an individual. Mentoring is, by its very nature, far more flexible than coaching, because sometimes people mix and confuse mentoring and coaching. But to us and to our belief, it's a lot more flexible than coaching. It focuses on an individual's own career goals and growth over a longer period of time. It very much looks at varying aspects of development. Coaching, on the other hand, typically focuses on setting training goals over a shorter period of time. Mentoring, one way that we believe we can describe mentoring at IRSM is when someone shares their knowledge, skills and or experience to help another individual to develop and grow. So what are the benefits for a mentee. So within the mentoring relationship, you have the mentor and the mentee. So I'll first cover off the benefits for the mentee. The mentee gets advice and support to reach their objectives from somebody who has that knowledge and experience. And if they don't, they're usually very willing to go and find the answers to any questions to help and support their mentee. The benefits to a mentee again is about getting that guidance on their professional development, on their career path, on how they can progress. It improves wider organizational understanding for the mentee. It gives them opportunities to learn new skills, and it increases their confidence. For the mentor, so the person that is actually mentoring, the benefits are very much about improving their interpersonal skills. They can also learn from their mentee. So we've had some really successful relationships where both the mentor and the mentee have really learned from each other. It improves wider organizational understanding as well. Sometimes the mentor and mentee can come from the same sector, the same industry, or different sectors and industries. And it helps both parties put their own organization into context and what's happening and good practice, and kind of putting forward some thoughts and ideas about what good practice is to their management. It enables the mentor to improve their leadership and coaching skills, and it makes a difference to someone's career. It's very much about you assisting somebody and really making a difference to their career. Who can be mentored? And the honest and open answer to that is anyone. So anyone can be a mentor and anyone can be a mentee. It's about somebody giving, the mentor giving sharing their knowledge and experience with an individual. And I have actually detailed on this slide the different roles people have. So from student all the way up to somebody in management, and all these people can be mentors and mentees. At student level, you're likely to be a mentee, but you can also do some sort of link up with another student and exchange thoughts, ideas as you develop and progress through your learning. So this slide here looks at starting your journey. It talks about if at first it's great if people decide to start their journey and that they take that big step forward for their own professional development. First and foremost, what we say to people is that they should always schedule the introductory meeting during which they should learn about each other. They should set very clear expectations on both sides and make it clear what their goals and objectives are. When you go onto the IRSM mentoring platform, and I'm going to share later on in the presentation some of the key features of the platform, you put your details in as a mentor or mentee. Some people have actually registered to become mentors and mentees. So you'll put your details in. That gives other people an opportunity to learn a little bit more about you. It gives people the opportunity to find each other and connect with the right people that they want to be connected with for that relationship. And then that's where you can start your journey. So in the first instance, as I said, is to set up that meeting, to understand and learn more about each other, to make it very clear as part of your introduction about yourself, what your goals and objectives are. And once you've agreed this point, then you can start to connect with others and start to set your agenda, make them smart objectives for your meeting so you can really feel and see the benefits and progress in the relationship and the journey of mentoring. One bit of advice that we always give is not to be worried about being curious and asking questions. Absolutely don't be afraid of that, because that will aid your learning and possibly your mentor's learning too, because they'll reflect back and take away possibly some actions to find some answers for you. So definitely don't be worried about asking questions or being curious as a mentor, as a mentee. So as a mentor, we always say to be very clear and honest about what you can offer, on who you are and what your experience is, to be willing to share your knowledge, guide and encourage others, as that will make a huge difference to the success of the relationship, to really looking at providing concrete and practical advice where you can, and research and support on finding the answers where you're unsure. And it's very natural and normal to often be unsure. Nobody, we're all human beings. Nobody's expected to know everything, and nobody has the answers to everything. But really, to be able to go away and research the answer and come back, and that enables both parties to learn. Challenge and ask questions openly and positively. Questions and curiosity, like I said, are a good thing, and they open up thinking and encourage learning. So don't be shy to ask questions to support that learning journey. Provide an opportunity to reflect. So give an opportunity for your mentee to reflect, take a step back, to think about the learning, to think about the development, to think about any questions or ideas that they want to come back and ask and pose to you. Abide by your values and behavior. So treat the mentees how you wish to be treated, or how you would like to have been treated when you were in their place and going through that learning journey. Provide support and reassurance during change. So if somebody's changing in a job role or in their learning or anything like that, just to be there, somebody that's external to their environment, just to be there to support them through that change. When we've talked about the benefits of mentoring for a mentor and a mentee. We've talked about how to be prepared, what to expect, how to support each other. I'm going to now briefly cover how to run a successful meeting. And first thing is definitely scheduling. So you've got to be organized, schedule monthly meetings at least 2 weeks in advance. We recommend that sessions last around 45 to 60 minutes at any one time. Make sure that you do have those clear objectives in advance of every session. Agree those objectives, think about the agenda for the up and coming meetings and what you want to talk about, and be prepared from both sides. Always try and guarantee quality conversations by being open, transparent, honest. Allow sort of space for discussions, for exploring and reflecting, as I've said before. And always action and review. So always go back and say, this is what we've done. This is the steps we've taken forward. These are the actions you had. You've completed them. You haven't, for both sides, really. It's very, very important. So the IRSM mentoring platform that we've launched is designed to streamline the mentoring process and allows you to manage your mentoring relationship and career progression effectively. The platform can be accessed via any laptop, computer, tablet, mobile phone. So it really gives the individual an easy to navigate and anytime to log in and connect tool. The platform enables people to keep track on things that they might forget. The platform schedules meetings for you and ensures that you follow this through, putting your intent into reality, and it really keeps that support structure to the meeting and to the relationship in place. It also gives you complete control because it allows you to choose the right individual for you and your own objectives. So whether you're a mentor or a mentee. So when I said you go into it, you put all your details, you've got visibility of other people on there who've put themselves forward. So it really allows you to learn about the person and choose that person that you want to connect with and to have that relationship with. It gives you goal settings, so it prompts and ensures that you stick to your goals and any objectives that both parties have agreed, which is really important. And it has various functions on there. So it's got the home function where you can view your mentoring relationships, see any up and coming meetings, view updates about your own career progression process. So it can really help you follow that, sort of looking ahead, but also look at what you have achieved. The profile setting is where you can see details that others will see about you, such as your current and previous role. It's up to you how much you put in there or how little you put on there. There's nothing to say you have to put a lot of information or dictates how much information you want to share with others. It's entirely up to yourself. You've got an inbox in there where you can view messages, any threads sort of messages between other members on the platform that they've made public. Reports section, that provides you with insights into how proactive you're being in your career progression and mentoring activities. You can also get notifications page, which is where you view updates relating to mentoring requests, meetings, conversations that might be of interest to you that is going on the platform. There's also a resource option, and that page, it's gives you guidelines, mentoring resources, things to read on should you want to learn a little bit more about, you know, the next meeting, the next step as a mentor. What should I be doing if it's your first time to do that? The settings page is where you update your preference around privacy, notifications, and account control. So it's really about how visible you want conversations to be. If you want to be part of certain groups on there, do you just want to watch from a distance? Do you want to be involved in the conversations? And obviously there is the logout function, where once you're done, you just simply press the logout and you're out of it. At IRSM, we have many examples of our mentoring relationships, both in the UK, but also crossing geographical boundaries. So for example, here we have our mentee, Kareem, who's based in Egypt, and our mentor is Andrew, who is based in the UK. They've both learned a huge amount from each other, especially as they're from different industries, countries, and stages of their career. The relationship is really positive, Andrew and Kareem, so much so that actually Kareem nominated Andrew for the IRSM Excellence Award Mentor of the Year. And there's a little case study as well that they've done about their relationships and the positives and the benefits of mentoring, which you can find on our website, as well as other mentoring relationships that you can absolutely read on there as well. So that's a very, very sort of quick whistle-stop tour to the IRSM mentoring scheme. We really do encourage everybody to get involved where they can, and you know, there's no expectation really from our end. It's completely up to you how often you engaged, how many times you want to speak to your mentor or your mentee. But it is a good scheme. It's somebody that you can share ideas with, bounce ideas off, to help and support you as you go along your career pathway really and progress. And as always, if anybody's got any questions, please don't hesitate. My email is on there to contact myself or contact the general membership email, where we can help and support with any questions that you might have. It is a member-only benefit, so to be able to access and register for it, you will have to log into your IRSM account, and then from there is a link to mentoring, and it goes into the member benefit page where you'll be able to register for the scheme. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dina.
Thank you, Suzanne.
If you have any questions, you can pop it into the chat box, which we'll be happy to answer.
If anybody, like Suzanne said, has any questions to myself, Rashid, Frank, about any of our presentations or topics, or if you've got any general question about the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia branch, or if you've got any ideas of topics that you'd like us to talk about and discuss in any of the upcoming meetings or webinars, please do share these, because it's very important that we make sure that we're supporting you as a member, and that you're getting what, you know, and listening and learning about what topics you'd like to hear and learn about. So we'll give it a couple of minutes should anybody have any questions. You have your meeting tomorrow, Frank, is that right? Your branch
That's
meeting
correct,
in Oman?
yes. Just if anyone's interested, we will have our branch meeting tomorrow, and we have got a speaker from PASMA, which is a prefabricated access scaffolding association, talking about the new ISO 1004 standard for mobile towers. This will be a very informative meeting, so if anyone wishes to join, just let Dina or Suzanne know, and we'll send you the link for that meeting. The meeting will be at 7 p.m. Oman time, so therefore it's 6 p.m. Kingdom of Saudi Arabia time.
There is also details on Frank's meeting and his agenda on the events page of the IRSM website. But as Frank said, if anybody wishes to join and you can't find the details, then please contact Suzanne or myself. Is there anything from you further, Frank, before we come to a close?
No, that's fine, thank you. And just like to thank everyone from the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia for the kind invite to the meeting, and also for them to keep safe during this time with COVID.
Thank you. Oh, Suzanne's put the link for your branch meeting tomorrow, Frank, for anybody who wants to register for the Oman branch meeting. Suzanne's very kindly put the link in the chat.
Thank you very much,
Rashid,
Suzanne.
is there anything from you, Rashid, that you'd like to add?
No, thank you.
Fantastic. Suzanne?
We have a raised hand from Mohammed. He is unable to speak. Mohammed, would you like to ask your question on the chat function and we can answer it? Just type it in.
Yeah, good evening everyone, and thank you for giving opportunity to joining this webinar. Just I wanna know about membership, IRSM membership. So who will complete, anyone can get membership in IRSM, or only diploma holders can get IRSM membership?
No, we welcome anybody, Mohammed, from students all the way up to, you know, very senior people are part, you know, CEOs of organizations, really. So what happens is when you go on to join on the membership link, which Suzanne might be able to share in the chat, if that's okay, Suzanne, it asks you for a little bit of information about yourself. So information around the qualifications, job role, etc. And then it tells you which level of membership you can apply for, because we have different levels of membership based on people's qualifications and experience. But yes, absolutely, anybody is very welcome to be a member with us. Like I said, from students all the way up to very senior people in an organization.
Okay, thank you, thank you.
You're very welcome. We look forward to welcoming you to our community. Is there any other questions?
No questions that's come up now.
Do you have the link, Suzanne, or shall I try and find it for Mohammed?
The link to apply for membership?
Yeah, please.
Yeah, I'm just sending it now.
Perfect, thank you. Any other questions from anybody? Thank you, Suzanne. So Suzanne's just put the link to apply for membership in the chat function.
I think Mohammed just raised his hand again. If you want to speak again, Mohammed, you can unmute yourself.
No, from my side, nothing. Thank you very much.
No worries. Okay. Thank you, Mohammed. There's no more questions at this point.
Okay. Well, thank you very much to everybody for attending, and thank you to Frank and Rashid for their presentations and for joining us this evening. If anybody does have any comments or questions, please, as I said, don't hesitate to contact myself or the IRSM team, and we'd be happy to help. And we look forward to seeing you at our next meeting. Thank you very much, everyone. Thank you, Suzanne.
Thank you. Thank you. Good night.
Thank you all for joining us.
Good night.